Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, May 8th, 2009. We have a lot of northwest wind swell in the water. Shame, too, is we've got some of that clean southern hemi trying to make it through to our south-facing breaks. A lot of wrap, though, coming in from that northwest wind swell. I wanted to show you what's going on the models to make that all come together and why that's going to be changing over the next couple of days, but unfortunately not anytime soon while that southern hemisphere then starts to back off. We do have some wind swell headed our way early next week, but not a whole heck of a lot. Things will be calming down somewhat. A little bit more of an onshore flow coming in then. A little bit of southern hemi coming up, and then it looks like we might see a little bit of southern hemi too around the 15th, 16th, but something bigger could be headed away around the 20th, and it looks like Fiji's going to really go off over the next few days. I want to show you everything that's happening on the models. This is what's going on right now. I wanted to start off today by showing a pressure map. This is showing where high and low pressure systems are located and the isobars, the gradients that are associated with it. We have a very strong area of high pressure at the surface just right off of the northern coast. Low pressure system sitting down the Sea of Cortez, those two spinning against each other, causing some very tight gradients in north to south winds. That's causing wind swell fetch being formed along the coast as we take a look here at the wave models. Those looking out there, that's about 9 to 12 foot seas sitting right off the coast. A lot of that coming right into the beach. Not exactly the prettiest of swells. As we start spinning those models forward in time, we can see that wind swell starts to gain some momentum over the next 24 hours, still sticking around into Saturday. And it looks like we're going to see a Gulf system come down sometime next week, and that's going to throw us some swell probably around the 13th or so. If we take a look, though, down to the southern hemisphere, this is where we hold promise of some cleaner swell, but not a lot. A lot of red dots all over the map on this, but none of them are all that big. Easter Island system possibly bring us something around the 15th. The Tasman system is something that's quite interesting, throwing a lot of swell up toward Fiji. We can see our one system that bring us swell, not really do much. That Tasman system, though, getting a little bit of a backup and throwing a lot more swell up toward Fiji. If we spin the models forward in time, we can see how that may even grow to quite a storm. Now, that's not anything for Southern California, but that's headed directly north and toward the Fiji area. So that could be bringing some powerful surf into that region. So I wanted to show you a little bit of what's going on. If we take a look at this, this is a wave chart automated over at my original forecasting site, wavecast.com. We can see that over the next few days, there would be 15-foot surf hitting Fiji. So that's quite impressive. But for us way up in Southern California, it really doesn't do us much good. What could bring us some swell, though, is something out here on the 120-hour models breaking off Antarctica. This could be a very powerful system. That's a long ways out, though, on the long range. Could be bringing us something around the 20th, 21st. Have to see how that develops, though, over the next few days. But for now, wind swell is the name of the game. We've got a lot of wind swell along the California coast, still sticking in through Saturday, and we're going to see some of that southern hemisphere build a little bit more too. But that the west-northwest wind swell is going to be quite dominant. Looks like that's going to be backing off on Sunday, even more than on Monday. And there's not going to be a whole lot of surf next week. We do see some stuff coming in, a little bit of wind swell, a little bit of stuff from that Gulf system coming down around the 12th, 13th. Also, little remnants of stuff from the southern hemisphere coming up around the 12th, 13th too. So we'll start seeing some stuff around midweek, but nothing really epic. Fairly still moderate in size. Looks like a little bit of backup around the 15th, 16th. The most notable swell right now on the horizon looks to be that big southern hemi breaking off Antarctica. Could bring us something around the 20th to 21st. Based on a 120-hour model, though, it's far too early to call right now. I'll be keeping an eye on it, though, and I'll be keeping you posted. And if you want to keep a watch on all the ETAs, on all the swell, wind, weather, tide, and more, you can always check out my SoCal Surf Report at wetsand.com.